$1,000 a month, that's all you need to completely change your life.
So in this video, we're going to share 7 easy side hustle ideas that you could start this year in your spare time to make $1,000 a month.
None of these side hustles require technical skills, so pretty much anyone can do them as long as you have a computer and a reliable internet connection.
We'll talk about how easy it is to do each of these and about approximately how long it's going to take for you to start earning that $1,000 a month.
And then we'll explain how you can use that $1,000 a month to set yourself free forever.
We've been working online for years and we have just started teaching other people how to do it too.
So if you are serious about earning online income and experience that sweet taste of freedom, then hit that subscribe button right now.
And now for our 7 easy side hustles, and the first one is writing.
Yeah, I'm a writer, so if you're a writer too, this is a great way to earn online income. Websites like textbroker.com and writeraccess.com give you the opportunity to write for a variety of clients in different niches.
You can also find writing gigs on platforms such as Fiverr and Upwork and get paid to create blog posts, articles, social media content, and more, depending upon your skills and interests.
And you can blog like we do. We have a blog. A lot of people make a lot of money from their blog with sponsorships and affiliate links. Or you can write for platforms like Medium or Newsbreak. I just started writing on Medium and actually really enjoy it. I didn't put very much effort into my first month and made $80. I think if I worked it full time, I could easily hit that $1,000 a month mark, probably in like the 6-month time frame.
The average pay for freelance writing work is anywhere from $20 to $50 an hour, but this rate can vary depending upon your expertise and how fast you can write.
You can certainly write full time, especially if you stack these and start your blog and write for Medium and also do freelance work. It's easily full time, but in order to hit that $1,000 sweet spot, you only need to work 50 hours a month at $20 an hour. So that's like an hour or two a day.
Number 2 is copy editing, and you can find these type of work opportunities on websites such as flexjobs.com and freelancer.com.
As a copy editor, your job is to proofread things like check them for grammar, spelling, syntax, readability. But probably the most important thing these days is fact checking, because with the proliferation of AI, a lot of people are using that to write content quickly. But the AI is not great at fact checking. A lot of the stuff it puts out is just plain wrong. And that's the real value of copy editors these days.
Yeah, we really appreciate you copy editors out there. We've had a couple people just take on that responsibility, and I'd like to stop and say thank you, because you've caught some typos that we've had, and we really appreciate your feedback.
Yeah, I write about 100,000 words a month, so I'm gonna have typos in that stuff.
The average pay for copy editing work is around $20 to $30 an hour, depending upon your experience and the project.
Yeah, so that means you need to work about 50 hours a month or 2 hours per day at $20 an hour to make that magic $1,000 mark. A lot of that depends on how hard you're willing to work at it, how many jobs you're willing to apply for, and it could take a little bit longer.
So to get started, you will need to create a profile on your preferred platform of choice and upload a portfolio that showcases your copy editing skills.
Number 3 is teaching English online. You can do that on websites like Cambly.com, VIPkid.com, and teachaway.com. They will connect you up with students from all over the world who want to learn how to speak English.
You do need to have a very strong command of the English language, and you need to have good teaching presence because you want to keep your students engaged.
And coming back for more of your tutoring lessons.
We know a few people here in Ecuador that are funding their pre-retirement lifestyle by teaching English online, and they seem to like it.
The major downside is a lot of your students will be in the Eastern Hemisphere. That means you either have to stay up late at night to work, or you might have to get up early in the morning at like 3 or 4 a.m. to meet your students when they're awake in their time zone.
But you do have flexibility over your schedule.
The average pay for teaching English online is between $15 and $25 per hour, but that does vary based on your background, your expertise, experience, and your qualifications.
So to make that $1,000 a month, you'll need to work approximately 60 hours a month or 2 hours a day.
To get started, all you have to do is sign up on one or more of those platforms, kind of go through the registration process and learn their system. The nice thing is they provide the curriculum for you, so you just have to log in and meet with your student and go through their lesson plans.
You might also want to look into getting that TEFL certification because some of the platforms will require that.
Number 4 is online tutoring. You can tutor on websites like tutor.com, studypool.com, wiseants.com, not wiseass.com. And basically you just meet with other students who need to learn something that you know something about.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity for so many people. If you have expertise in things such as math or history or science or any other area, there is a need for you.
Yeah, let's face it, the U.S. school system is failing our children. If you look at the standardized tests, we're basically behind most other developed countries in every subject. And so parents are looking to fill in those classroom gaps with online tutoring. So you are going to be more in demand as time goes on.
The average pay for online tutoring is $15 to $30 an hour, depending upon your subject and your experience.
So to make that $1,000 per month, you'll just need to work about 60 hours per month or 2 hours a day. That's not a lot.
You can get started by signing up on their tutoring platform and completing the registration process to showcase your skills. You may need to have a college degree or some other certifications. Some sites require them and some do not, so you will need to do your research to find the best fit for you.
Number 5 is user testing. You can sign up on websites like usertesting.com or userzoom.com, and companies will pay you to test their software.
Yeah, you get paid to use these websites and mobile apps and then record your experiences, your thoughts, any problems you have, etc. And I gotta say, I feel like there's a lot of companies out there that are not utilizing this service nearly enough, because it seems like I often am running into technical difficulties, but maybe that's my user.
I don't think so.
issue.
It's a problem because I used to manage software developers. I had a team of testers and they would go through and test all the software my developers wrote. Companies are not doing that anymore. They got rid of the testers, a lot of them, to save money, and now they let their users test it and report problems while they're using it. It is very irritating and frustrating for us users, and they could use a platform like one of these to kind of mitigate that, and it wouldn't even cost them that much.
Yeah, so please, if this is even slightly interested in you, we highly recommend you go out and sign up for these services, because you're doing all of us a favor and you're going to make money doing it.
The average pay for this type of work is $30 to $45 per hour, but you cannot expect to work a full 40-hour work week doing this. Most of these companies don't have enough testing in queue to keep you that busy.
The good news is that you only need to work about 30 hours a month or an hour a day to make that $1,000 a month.
Yeah, and you can get started right after you sign up and complete their registration process.
Number 6 is voiceover, and this one is not for me, not with my nasally accent from Chicago, which I get made fun of all the time. But if you have one of those incredible voices, this could be a great opportunity for you.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear my Kansas twang either, so it's probably not a good fit for me either. But if you have one of those voices that melts butter, you can definitely do things like voiceovers for commercials, podcasts. You can do intros for videos and podcasts, documentaries, audiobooks. There's a ton of demand these days for voiceover talent.
You can find voiceover clients on Fiverr and Upwork and other websites. You will need to create your profile and record some samples, which you'll then upload to your portfolio.
Yeah, you might need some special recording gear too, and a nice sound dampened room to get that high quality audio. Alice Everdeen was just featured in CNBC, and she makes $15,000 per month working 3 to 5 hours a day doing voiceover for companies like Amazon, Southwest Airlines, and OnlyFans. Of course, it's going to take time to build up to that level, and not everybody is that good, but with dedicated effort and time, you can definitely make $1,000 per month.
You can expect to earn around $20 an hour, but the really talented people make $100 or more per hour, especially after they've built up their reputation.
At $20 an hour, that means you only need to work 50 hours a month or an hour and a half a day doing voiceover work to hit that magic $1,000 a month.
And number 7 is an AI prompt engineer. So for this job, you'll use chatbots like the ChatGPT to create content, or Midjourney to create images for your clients or for you to sell.
There are a lot of other AI systems out there. I personally think that these are the best for content and images, respectively. The engineer title is a little misleading on this, because your goal is really to use your brain and your language skills to come up with creative prompts that will allow the chat bot to generate the content you're looking for. You don't need any kind of technical skill set to do that. Really, it's just how creative you can think.
The average pay for this type of work is $20 to $30 an hour, and you can find clients on Fiverr and Upwork. You can also sell your prompts on websites such as promptbase.com.
Yeah, to hit that $1,000 a month, you need to work about 50 hours per month or 2 hours per day. That's not really that bad. If you haven't used these AI tools before, they're not that hard to learn, and there's a lot of cheat sheets and guides that you can download to kind of help you get started more quickly. I found that Midjourney is a little bit more complicated to get what I have envisioned in my head to come out of Midjourney. The ChatGPT seems to understand how I think quite a bit better than Midjourney does.
Once you're comfortable with your skills and you have some good examples for your portfolio, then you can post a gig on Fiverr, apply for jobs on Upwork, and create your free account on PromptBase so that you can sell your prompts. And we will put links to all of these in the description.
We go into a lot more detail about side hustles and working online in our online income e-course. It goes into lots of detail, has all kinds of quick start guides to help you ramp up and get started so you can make that $1,000 a month even faster. Check below for a link to that as well. And also use discount code AAJP20 to save 20% during checkout on the order page.
Earning $1,000 a month through online side hustles can be a real game changer because it will allow you to improve your quality of life because it will allow you to move abroad.
Yeah, if you can move abroad to a low cost of living country that offers a much higher quality of life, allows you to learn new cultures, new languages, meet all kinds of new people, and really improve your quality of life.
Yeah, you can move to countries like Thailand, Vietnam, Ecuador, of course, Colombia, and Mexico. If you're a single person, you could definitely live in any of those countries for $1,000 a month.
Yeah, and if you're a couple and you're both doing this and you're both earning $1,000 per month, for $2,000 a month, a couple can live really high quality of lives in most of these countries that are lower cost of living than the US and Canada.
You can also stack your side hustles to increase your income. And what this means is that you just work on a couple of different types of side hustles. So you're working more than a couple hours a day to really build up your income. And this is a great idea regardless so that you can find the right fit for you.
All right, guys, if you found this video helpful, we think you're going to like this one next.
And before you go, leave us a like, please, and let us know in the comments if you like any of these side hustles or if you already have a side hustle where you're making $1,000 a month. We would love to hear about it.
Yeah, we hope you have an unconventional day. We'll see you all in our next video.
Ciao.